keeping up with the whole like stopping, starting, stopping, but if you watch the whole process, it would take way too long. So we're trying to make this the short version, which is still way too long. So anyway, we're gonna let Lila in and then let the small dogs out to play. She has a rawhide already in her kennel, waiting. And now we let out Slade and Kira. Come on, little ones. Don't tell me all about it. All right, okay. Then we'll run around and play for, I usually give them about 10, 15 minutes to run around and play, and then I give them a rawhide of their own. Okay, so now we're gonna get, we've got to get Alika's food ready. Most of y'all remember her as the laundry room dog. She is missing most of her hair. She's heartworm positive. She is in, honestly, probably she's in the worst shape than we've seen in quite some time. In fact, well, I'll show you this later because I put coconut oil on her as well. But she's actually chewed her skin so much that she has no teeth in the front or the back. And it actually looks, because of chewing on her skin, that her teeth have been filed down. And they haven't. She was never fought. She was just severely neglected. And her skin turned into like elephant skin. And from chewing on it, she has literally eroded all of her teeth other than her back teeth. So we'll show you that later though when I put her coconut on. She gets all the same stuff as Yiska. They both kind of came to me in the same condition. And then the rest, Cherish, she's actually not a pit bull. She's a mountain cur. I think she looks too skinny. She's like this every day, and I think actually mountain curs are supposed to be like that. But I don't know, like it just doesn't sit well with me, so obviously she eats better than all the others. What are you gonna do? So again, some cottage cheese, some yogurt, Yiska. It's Benadryl right now because although we've got her on medication, she's had 2 or 3 baths, she does not have Demodex or scabies, she still tends to chew, or try, poor thing, chew on herself. That would be like trying to itch yourself with your fingernails and have like no fingernails at all, just like skin. I couldn't imagine. So anyway, she gets some Benadryl to try to help out with that. So we've got Alika, Cherish, Arizona, and Lita. Yiska gets lots of cheese. Cheese, now be careful with this. Cheese can also block your dogs up, just like it does people. We're not having that problem with Alika because she just came to us about 3 or 4 days ago. So we're actually having a little bit of a problem with maybe some runniness in her. So cheese is actually good for her, but you don't want to give a whole lot of cheese to your dog because it can do the same thing. Cherish, that's again because I think she's too skinny, but she's not. I mean, evidently that's, like I said, it's what mountain curs supposed to look like. Okay, so again, knife out of the sink because you've all met Phoenix at this point. God love Cherish, but if you do not cut the vegetables up into tiny enough slivers, she will not eat them. And she will eat her vegetables. That's just how I feel about this. The veggies are good, so she will eat them. Arizona, not quite as picky. But like I said, you still need to cut it pretty thin because it can be hard for them to digest. I remember when I first got into the whole veggie thing for the dogs, I didn't know any better. No one told me. So I put a couple whole carrots in there, and evidently I have some dogs that don't chew. And you can just imagine. We'll just leave it at that. It came out. Let me just say I found a carrot in their poo. So anyway, I learned that you do need to definitely cut it up. Because you don't want to find whole carrots in poo. I mean, if you're going to give them carrots, you want them to actually benefit from them. So again, now, Alika gets the same thing that Yiska gets, and that is cucumbers, carrots, and she's going to get some of the orange. Every now and then, I'll throw like zucchini or something like that in there, but I don't want to throw her tummy for too much of a tailspin, considering she's just now getting used to eating healthy food. And you want her to be healthy, but you don't necessarily want it to be too much. So, Arizona. You'll have to excuse me, I know this is repetitive, but usually when I'm cutting up their food and getting it ready, I will repeat their names to myself repeatedly, just so I remember who likes what they're getting, and etc. And how fine I need to cut it. For example, Cherish. Look at Slade. He's such a good boy. He was picked up on the side of the road. He was way too hairy for me at first. I thought, who needs a hairy dog? And then Michelle Horak, with the pet groomer, donated her time to have him groomed. And he turned out so adorable. And so I thought, well, let me see how he does with the other dogs, and let me see how he does with Phoenix. And then she put bunny ears on his butt, and he wore them around for 30 minutes, so we kept it. Truth. Alright. So we're winding up on the last of the dog bowls for feeding. And then after we're done with this, we're going to go outside and we're going to let you guys see a knot and me putting coconut oil on him, and then we'll do the same for Alika. You've already seen what I do with each individual dog bed, so I don't think we need to go there again. That'd be a little repetitive. And then we'll wrap it up. So I'll see you guys in a minute.